Hey there, it's Brittany Brennan, and this is your March market update for the Denver metro area. A couple things I want to share with you today are inventory, interest rates, and then what are some of the differences in buyers and sellers that we're seeing right now in the market compared to last year, compared to years prior. So we'll jump right into inventory, where we're talking about the number of active listings at the end of the month. From January to February, historically, we see that number decrease by 2.88%. And in 2022, we actually saw that number increase by 3.55%, giving us just a little bit more inventory this year, more homes for buyers to choose from. And so with that additional supply, we had earlier buyer demand this year than we normally see. So buyers are out earlier this year. A couple of reasons for that. They want to take advantage of the lowest interest rates throughout 2022. The Fed met today and they approved an increase of 0.25%. So a little bit of an increase moving into March. Experts are anticipating that interest rates will still increase towards the end of the year. So if you're a buyer today and you're very budget conscious, we need to get a game plan together to get you under contract as early in the year as possible to take advantage of the lowest rates. And if you're a buyer that you have a little bit more flexibility in your budget and you want to see more homes, more options, and potentially have less buyer demand and less competition, then maybe we aim for that May, June, potentially July timeframe. Historically speaking, our buyer demand really picks up in March, and then after July 4th, it really drops off. And this year, since buyers are out a little bit earlier, we're expecting buyer demand to start dropping off maybe in that May to June timeframe. They may have some fatigue. They may no longer qualify for what they wanted to within their budget. Just a couple different factors. So if you are a buyer, let's talk strategy on how we can make you successful. And if you are a seller that's on the fence, definitely recommend working as quick as possible to get your home on the market earlier this year so that we can maximize that buyer potential and end up getting you top dollar. Another interesting fact that I wanted to share with you is that our buyers are more dependable this year than they have been in the past. So usually we see about 15 to 17% of homes come back on the market after they've been under contract. Usually a variety of reasons. The buyer could have gotten cold feet, could be something with an inspection, could have lost a job, a lot of different factors there. So normally that's, like 1 in 7, 1 in 8 homes. This year, we're seeing that buyers are way more dependable. So we're only seeing about 5 to 7% of homes come back on the market right now. So buyers, if they're going into contract, odds are they're sticking it through and they're finding ways to overcome, any of the challenges that may arise during the transaction. So that's one change that we're seeing this year. We talked about, buyer fatigue may hit a little bit earlier. Cool thing about Denver is that if you're a seller, this is really going to appeal to you, but we're number 2 in the country as far as cities go from the number of showings per active listings. So we're seeing 25.4 showings per active listings, number 2 in the country. Boulder is number 4 in the country at like 17.7 number of showings per active listing. So again, if you're a seller on the fence, it's a great time to get in and maximize your profit this year. That's my basis of our market update for March. A lot of information, trying to make it as quick and concise as possible. But if you want us to dive in on your particular neighborhood, your zip code, anything in particular, then please let me know, and we'll get a game plan together to make you successful. So I will talk to you soon, and reach out to me in the meantime. Bye.